I've always wanted my work to have a real impact, not just a nice aesthetic. I started my journey with branding and visuals, but as I moved into brand systems, I realized how much design shapes our everyday lives. That curiosity pushed me into product design, shifting my focus from pixels to solving actual problems. But I've learned that building meaningful product isn't a solo mission. It requires strategy, research, and a collective vision. It was finally time for the next chapter. I'm starting my own design studio, not to make things look good, but to build things that actually work.
But this is our home in time. We unite.
I have been carrying this idea for a while, but I never give it the proper time it deserved. Now, as my project grew, the need for a professional structure has become undeniable. I have a vision for what this studio can be, how it should look, how it should run, and what kind of work it should stand for. But honestly, I was a bit lost on where to begin. So instead of jumping straight into a visuals or a name, I'm starting with a concrete game plan to find my way, breaking the big goal into smaller, manageable steps. To organize that chaos, I'm using FigJam, the sponsor of today's video and a tool that has been an essential part of my workflow for years. It's where I organize messy ideas into something I can actually execute. Building a studio from scratch is a massive journey, and I want to take you through every step of the process so we can find those valuable insights for your own path too.
Got stuck, you went looking for clues, but that just made you more confused. You just need to see how lovely, how lovely, how lovely it is for you. Got stuck, you went looking for clues, but that just made you more confused. You just need to see how lovely, how lovely, how lovely it is for you.
So after some initial research on how to approach building a studio, I've drafted a clear list of priorities. The first step is to dive deeper into studios operating at a similar scale to where I am now. I want to understand how they work, how they present themselves, and how they grow. I already follow many of these studios on Instagram that resonate with my vision, so I'm starting there, studying how they show their work, communicate their values, and position themselves in the design space.
Just like the wind, just let it pass through. Just let it pass you. You do what you do. Just like the wind, just let it pass through.
As I went through different studios and studied how they operate, I realized there is a whole set of foundational documents I need in place before taking on my first client as a studio. Things like project proposals, contracts, pricing structures, and a clear portfolio are not optional at this stage. So I created a separate list of all the resources and documents I will need. And I also spent time searching the internet to find references and templates that could guide me while drafting my own. These references helps a lot, especially when you are trying to think through the details from scratch. I can't go too deep into all of this research in a short video, so I will be documenting the full process in more detail on a blog and sharing links to the resources I used, in case you want to explore this building journey more closely. After more research and deep diving into brand strategy, I managed to draft most of the core documents I need to get started. And that's when I shifted my focus to the bigger picture. I work on a clear brand strategy and finalize the name for the studio, Space. To me, space represents the room for ideas, collaboration, and thoughtful problem solving at the core of the product design. With the name locked in, I define the kind of clients and companies I want to work with, along with the studio mission, purpose, and values. And most importantly, what Space stands for as a product-led design studio. I took my time with this part because these decisions shapes everything that follow, from the work you take on to how you show up in the market. Having this strategy in place gives the studio a strong foundation and a clear direction, making every design decision more focused and aligned as the business grows. I'm quite happy with how the logo turned out because it feels clean, modern, and intentionally minimal without trying too hard. I wanted to keep it simple at its core, but still have a mark that feels distinctive and easy to recognize over time. With the brand foundation set, the next step is updating the studio's presence on platforms like Instagram and LinkedIn, starting with the profile and banner, and then slowly sharing some of my previous work to give people a clear sense of what space is about and the kind of problems we solve. Before moving ahead, I want to give a quick shout out to FigJam because it has genuinely become a core part of how I think and work as a designer. This isn't coming from a script, it's something I use almost every day. FigJam works like a digital whiteboard where you can map ideas, plan processes, create mood boards, collaborate with your team, and keep everything in one shared space. For me, it's become the central hub for all my design projects. From early thinking to structured planning, it's easy to use, flexible, and comes with ready-made templates that helps you get started without overthinking the setup. If you're working on a complex project or building something from scratch like this, having everything visually organized in one place makes a huge difference. And that's exactly why FigJam fits so naturally into my design process. And finally, the most important piece of the puzzle, the website. I've already secured the domain for space.design and set up our professional communication channels. With the foundation built and the strategy in place, we are now officially open for the project bookings. If you have a vision that needs a clear, impactful design strategy, I would love to hear from you. You can reach out to us directly. This is just the beginning of the journey for space, and I can't wait to see what we build next. See you in the next one.
I'm sorry I couldn't be better for you. I'm sorry I couldn't be better for you.
Yeah. 난 아직 미안해 remember the times 난 아직 집 앞에 서 있어 아직 기억이 나 It's bittersweet now 하루 지나가도 I ain't sleeping in now 미치도록 노력해도 can't explain how yeah 좀 더 잘할걸 같이 있을 때 I should've said it 말할걸 미안하지만 난 이제 moving on and on 이제 삶도 지쳐 think it's time we move along yeah
Baby, lately I've been thinking about you. Made me wanna try and undo everything that hurt you bad and made you sad. Sorry I was bitter. I'm sorry I couldn't be better for you. I'm sorry I couldn't be better for you.
Yeah 추운 겨울날 새벽 문자 보냈지 잠깐보다 술 취해 몰래 내가 보냈지 난 몰랐지 너도 같은 생각이라고 미안하단 말 없이 You told me that you gotta go 누구보다 You deserve a better man 내 말 들어봐 이제 연락하지 마 I don't think I can 후회될까봐 난 요즘 겁이 나 갈수록 좀 날개지 For now I guess I gotta lie